focus, I'm trying to bid the goal and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs, cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's the style I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. Won't stop until I'm at the top, so high you have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" tall, with a reach of 74. And facing him here, one of the greatest boxing champions in England's history, Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6'1" tall with a 75.2-inch reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. The Cobra, Carl Froch, a super middleweight, multi-time world champion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good match. They ring the bell, and here we go. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Here's a scoring blow. Down goes Jones Jr. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Block.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecard. Only catching air with that hook. If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Punch, counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of us. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face. They want to cheese them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead he's in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again.
Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Trying to land that jab. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to.
So close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. This is a high-octane battle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round here so far. A well-placed hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nope, that jab not going to score. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Watch in trouble. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. From this, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. And it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Incredible work rate. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A lot of effort being exerted here. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Roy Jones. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. He threw the hook, didn't land.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. Talk about Froch in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. And post tag down, win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag. Do you? Come on. Let him get back in, or you're better than this kid.
Let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. Now take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and
Let's go out there and let's reset. What about that round?
him in his tracks. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about
This
it.
next round. We need you to switch back on. Get focused.
It was a bad round, but we don't care.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Oh, Froch, we didn't see this. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here. They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Good, look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round. But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Some might have thought the fight a little bit.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer, I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter, I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast, no collision, in the cage, when you visit, get the leave, in the distance and it's sacred. Set your expectations, hope you made your reservations, till I land and you face it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
It's Carl the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we... They ring the bell, and here we go. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it.